Hello, Survivor Season 12 of Australia is done. We've just finished watching the reunion. Katie's getting a bit tired. She's going a bit delulu in the brain, like Lyndall,
Yeah,
because we're keeping her up like
always
Eliza.
Delulu. Yeah.
What did we think?
The result was what I hoped for, but
Yeah, same.
getting there was not what I'd hoped for. His Caleb's opening speech was not good at all.
Yeah,
I
yeah, go on.
I was just gonna say I didn't know what to expect, but it wasn't that.
It was your first time, yeah.
Like I thought it would be different. I don't know.
He thought he would just open with some shouting.
Yep.
He'd sort of cheer himself through and that everyone would just rise. But yeah, it
Maybe
didn't, it
less
really didn't look
shouting.
like it was going well.
Yeah, and I just found it weird that like the jury were the ones who were like, "Hey, you did this. Why are you not talking about
Oh,
this?"
after a while,
Yeah.
not in the beginning.
It was incredible. I
That
completely not expect. And well, the biggest thing is they're just like, okay, we'll see you in 3 to 6 months back in Sydney, and we'll tell you who won.
yeah,
That is
so
insane.
Yeah,
But they always used to do this, like for many, many years. They did, well, especially on the US one, not so much in the Australia one. Yeah, and that's why they would come back, at the reunions and look quite different at times. Mostly people look the same in this one, apart from some haircuts and things.
They
No
just
one
looked
looked,
clean.
yeah,
Brooke looked like she'd had a
That's probably
meal.
the main thing. Like Keely scrubbed up really nicely.
Yeah, Keely looked great.
Yeah, she looked. I mean, everybody looked great. But they didn't all like they didn't not look great on the island either. If you know what I mean. Like it's not like they were complete slobs. They just didn't shower or groom or anything.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
for,
I've
for
Jackson,
forgotten about
someone
a lot of
who
them.
Brooke probably looked the best out of all of them, considering what they were going through, I would have to say.
She definitely put some weight back on, which is good.
Yeah, she really needed to.
Wasn't the skinniest thing ever in the world anymore.
Jackson definitely seemed to be sort of making some ground with his arguments when Caleb was flailing. Like he seemed to
Yeah.
be Caleb was sort of getting flustered as Jackson was talking about him just sort of hiding in the pack, and there was a comment about him feeling like he had worked both sides in the same way Caleb had, like he was trying to kind of neutralize that advantage. And
Yeah.
it didn't look like Caleb knew how to respond.
I liked when Caleb said, I haven't played a game where I didn't speak down to people. I think I treated
That was a
everyone
good
really
one.
well. Yeah, that was a really good one.
Yeah.
But when Mark asked his question to Jackson, it was like, oh,
About alienating a group of people.
yeah, you basically ignored a bunch of people. What are you going to do? They're like, what are you going to? Aren't you worried about all these people you've ignored who are on the jury?
And he tried
and they,
to jump in a couple of times before that as well. Like he sort of interjected a bit to try to turn the tide. He's not afraid to advocate.
I think Jackson handled that question really well, though. Especially when Blanche said, I'm one of those people. And he didn't try to make something up or anything. He said, you're right.
But he also
Yes.
said, yeah, that's pretty much just I'm not going to argue with the way you feel because that's you. It's just like, I don't think you said that quite right there, Jackson, because you're basically
Oh,
saying, oh, I can't control the way you feel, okay?
I didn't take it like that.
I totally
How
did.
did you
But
take
now that
it?
you've said it, I don't know. I just took it as like he was acknowledging her feelings.
No, he wasn't at all. He
Yeah,
didn't.
I mean,
then
he
I
said that
misinterpreted it.
he said the words, but he was also like, I can't tell you anything
He
about
laughed
you.
when she asked the question.
No,
which wasn't
not one
great.
thing. It's kind of a classic question. It comes up, a bit.
Australia
'Cause,
versus the world, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and famously on the last US one with Savannah, when they kind of asked for partner names
that's
and
the
things
that's where
like
it
that.
was.
That's the
Sorry,
one
yeah.
you're thinking of,
Yeah.
I think. But yeah, it's come up a lot, and people don't necessarily expect you to be able to reel off too much, but
But just anything
that-
would be nice.
Just yeah,
something.
anything about someone that you've spent all that time on an island with,
Jackson
all
did a bit
day
better.
doing nothing else.
Yeah, yeah, with nothing else to do. I think it
Yeah.
just some of it is just him being young. I think
Yeah.
maybe that's too much of an excuse. It's probably too much of an excuse, but I think there's a little part of it there.
Yeah.
He
I
did a
also
better
think he
job
was
of.
playing a persona the whole time, like his wrestling
Yeah.
persona. Kind of, he adapted that as opposed to playing as himself.
Yeah, when he talked about kind of being a bit guarded and not opening up to people, like I totally believe that. I was like, well, yeah, we can see that, and what you are showing is sort of a bit of a persona, like like you're performing.
It was kind
but
of like when he would put
different
people down
personalities.
and stuff like that. I felt like that was the wrestling kind of persona because that's what you do in wrestling. Like you're putting down your opponent. I'm assuming he does like the stupid wrestling that's not real wrestling.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, he had a bout that happened during the season with Harry actually.
Really?
Yeah,
God.
yeah. I mean, it's all for. I don't think I linked that one to you. I was
No,
mostly seeing it
thank
on
you.
Insta, so you wouldn't have seen it anyway. No, it's just it's all about marketing, right? And just getting people to go, and they had some history, obviously, so it just makes for a good face-off. Like
Yeah.
it's all the good fun kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all acting essentially. Like it's not.
What?
Oh,
It's
sorry.
not real?
Oh, did you guys not know that? Oh, I'm supposed to apologize.
Yeah, he did a
Very
better job.
serious for a second, Michael.
Good. That's my acting. What a performance. He did a good job of a better job of saying, yeah, sorry about that thing where I screwed you, but I was
did,
doing my
to Ben,
move. Whereas Caleb didn't. Like Caleb just sort of brushed on past it. Like, because sometimes people get caught out if they're too, well, it's different every time with every jury, right? Like someone could do the same thing to one jury and get downvoted on it, versus a credit. But yes, some people have definitely been caught out if they sort of look too regretful of what they've done. The jury starts thinking, "Oh, you didn't mean that at all, or you weren't assured at all. You're having regrets about your own game. Why should I vote for you?" So I feel like maybe he was trying to do that, but he kind of just he kind of just brushed it off.
I feel like. Do you mean the thing with Loz?
Yeah,
Yeah. I feel like he didn't want to hurt her. And he didn't want to say, you know what, it worked out well. Like, kind of.
And he
in
didn't want to
terms of
minimise it
giving him
either.
permission.
he didn't dwell on it. Though. he sort of went past it
Yeah.
pretty quick. Loz was great, I thought, for someone
Yes.
who we barely knew. Like just as we sort of
Yeah.
see more of her towards the end, like she was a bit of a star in the way she was saying, claim it, Caleb. Yeah, I thought it was pretty classy.
Yeah, she handled that really, really well.
Okay, I've got a question for you though. Do you think their speech or any of what they said affected anyone's vote?
No.
I don't
Often when
think
you
so
listen
either.
to people afterwards, probably like 70% of them say, yeah, I was pretty sure, I could be convinced, but I was pretty sure I knew where I was going to vote before I went in.
Neither of
and
them
then-
were
And I was surprised by
compelling.
Keely's vote.
Yes, that she voted for Caleb.
But I don't know that
wasn't that
anything they
surprised.
said would have changed it.
Yeah, I agree.
mean,
I don't know that anything they said changed it on this one.
Mark was certain, like, you could tell the
Yeah.
whole time he was like a proud papa staring up at his
Yeah.
little son.
He was like, "Oh, I love you. I
He was
love
like,
you.
oh
I
my
love
God,
you."
you betrayed me and I'm so proud.
But it also kind of ups his story as well, right?
Yeah.
He gets
Yeah.
taken out by the winner. Not, I mean, he doesn't need it. I don't think it matters too much. But
Yeah.
what was the other thing I was going to say? Lost it. I can't remember.
I'm surprised Simon felt so strongly about Jackson, but I mean, you predicted it, Michael, that he'd vote Jackson.
Yeah. He'd sort of worked with him quite a bit along the way. And he tried to
I
with
had
Ben as
forgotten a
well.
lot of the stuff that they had shown us again, like that they re-showed us during the reunion. Like
Yeah,
just
okay.
like he,
I thought they might show us stuff that we hadn't seen, but they didn't.
no, that's got to be like a separate episode, Ben. Come on, do you not know reality TV at all?
Sorry.
No, they normally do it in extras of some kind. Sometimes they'll release kind of extra scenes that were cut. More in the US one though, rather than the Australian one. Actually,
Okay.
oh man, I can't remember the thing I was going to say.
Well, while you're thinking of that, I know I've just put this in Discord because when David was talking about people applying for Survivor, and if you know anybody you think would be good on Survivor, I instantly thought Aaron, Katie. I
Why do you think
Aaron
he would be good?
I saw
great
the
on
message,
Survivor. It's just like, oh my god, he'd be so good.
Why do you think he would be good?
He's really good at well, he's really good at manipulating me because I'm a simpleton. But
He's very strategic.
He's
think.
very,
Like,
very strategic.
He could play the game very well,
and he's physical. He's pretty physical.
and people would like him.
Yeah, yeah.
What a
people.
pump up for
Or would
Rizzo.
they?
I think that they would like him. He's a pretty likable guy.
Yeah. Oh God, I hope he doesn't watch this and get a big head.
He does
worry, he won't.
sometimes.
Bigger head, I should say.
Be surprised.
Oh yeah, Aaron.
And if he does go on, I'm very sorry, Sarah. I would really love it if he went on. I'd be cheering him on.
Yeah.
So did you remember what you were trying to think
No,
of?
I
Michael?
don't. I can't. Sorry, I shouldn't dwell on it. It was something when we were talking about Loz and how good a
It'll
job
pop
she
up at
did.
some point.
Oh, I know what it was. It was that, given what you were saying about that people probably knew where they were voting, where they went in, I think they almost, maybe what we were seeing in that first half before Mark kind of, and Loz kind of stepped in to let Caleb get out what he needed to get out. I feel like maybe most of them knew that they wanted to vote Caleb, but they were sort of wanting to hear if Jackson could convince them. I think that maybe they were going in
Yeah, okay.
sort of going, all right, I'm listening to you, Jackson. I'm kind of open to your argument, like convince me, kind of. And they were sort of, oh, okay, all right, and you're making headway, and then at a certain point they went, hang on, not enough of the right stuff is coming out. We've got to do some of this for you.
Yeah, they definitely
The
did.
biggest thing with Jackson's that annoyed me and made me go, God, I hope he doesn't win, was him claiming to be an underdog. When the whole time he had
Or maybe not right at the
down
beginning.
to the underdogs. Well,
Well,
no,
when-
and I honestly, he was an underdog. He's not the only if we're gonna call them top dogs, would have been the returning players because they knew what to do. Everybody else would have been an underdog.
Yeah. He was pretty low right in the beginning when he sort of had one close buddy and she got voted out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a couple of days early on where he was pretty downtrodden.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I agree.
There was something that he said that I thought was really good actually in the beginning, where he framed his vote against Ben that got Ben out as trading one shield for 3.
Mm.
And I thought that's a
Yeah.
really good way to frame it. Actually, I didn't
That was very
consider it like
clever.
that.
Yeah,
That-
and
that's
like
when I was
that
like,
totally
oh, no.
worked. People weren't
Unfortunately,
going
though,
after him
wasn't his
then.
idea.
No, it totally wasn't his idea. It was just, oh, look what I've got now. I didn't plan this, but I've now got 3 shields.
Yeah, we didn't. Oh no, I think he fully meant it. I think it was just that Simon helped convince him or get him over the line. I fully think he meant it.
He just needed his WWE pep talk. Is that what it is?
Yeah. Yeah, and it totally worked. People didn't go after him. They knew they had bigger targets to get.
Yeah.
Yeah, overall, like a little bit of a weird season, but there are some seasons where the eventual winner comes out and I go, oh wow, that was like not that they're not deserving, because so much has to go right for you to win. Like, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah, backstab your best friend. Yeah.
no one wins without,
both
you know,
did.
deserving it in some way. But there are definitely some people I think, oh, they're a more worthy winner than some other winners. And I was worried that it was heading down that path, but I actually feel fine about Caleb winning.
Would you have felt fine about Jackson winning?
I would not as much. But he, you know, he still lasted a long time and sort of stuck in there when it would have been easy to kind of give up or go off the rails. So, you know,
I'm going to translate what you just said for the internet, Michael, because I know you better than they do. He basically said no.
we've got all our videos there.
What about you, Katie? Would you have been happy if Jackson had won that?
I don't think happy is the right word. I would have been fine. I would have been disappointed because I've liked Caleb from the beginning. I don't know if I ever said it in the video, but the first thing of him, I was like, this guy's gonna be insane. And chaos didn't come to mind, but it does now. But I also liked Jackson for most of it as well. So, and I don't know, I think he did have he was better at the speaking part tonight. He answered the questions better. He did all that.
definitely
So
did, yeah.
I would have felt that if he had won, he had done the pitching right.
Yeah. Well, for a winner, Caleb had it like a particularly poor performance. Like a lot more of the work was done on the jury. So people definitely can lose the game on a bad jury performance, and he's kind of lucky he got out of it. But I already saw
formed all those relationships with
exactly
the jury members.
Exactly. I already saw a comment
Because
from
they knew what he was like, whether he could say
Yeah.
it or not, articulate it or not, sorry.
Yeah, I was reading what someone was saying just earlier, saying, the only way that happens, the way it did, is if you had formed great relationships with people and they wanted to get you there. Like, that's not by chance that happened.
Yeah. And he did, though, like watching the show, he was talking to everybody. He had great bonds with everybody. Even him and Jackson had a rivalry and they still
Yeah.
got on and stuff like that. And him and Tez, like,
Yeah.
despite there being rivalries.
Yeah, I'll
still
never
had
forget
great
that moment that he
relationships.
sat and Tez was like, it was the episode that Tez went out and he was trying to give Tez advice, mate. Maybe just go like try to talk
That
to
was
people, you know?
beautiful.
Yeah, it was like,
And like he absolutely did not have to do that. No one else was around to see it. Like, yeah, that
Yeah.
just kind of shows that he
I'd
really
completely forgotten as well
deserve it.
about when Caleb had said to Jackson, "I didn't take you for such a sensitive guy."
I totally didn't pick Caleb to be a chance to win until he helped take out Mark, though. Like, at no point, if you had asked me, what do you rate his chances, would I have given him, more than sort of 5-10%.
It was, I didn't actually think, even then I thought, oh, he's just like made a good
I like
move.
him, but yeah.
Yeah, but it was actually later on when I saw like the temperate side of him, when he was just having a discussion with somebody, just being a normal person. I thought, oh, there's a lot more to this guy.
And he
He's
did
not
that
just
for a
some
lot
crazy
of the
dude.
time after Mark, really.
Yeah,
It was only the termites that kind of fired him up, really.
maggots. I think.
Maggots.
Maggots, sorry.
Yeah.
That's right. Not termites, maggots. When they got on his
and
jacket.
winning that challenge or whatever he did and then catching the fish. I don't know if Mark
Yeah.
was there for that, but that was pretty
Yeah.
spectacular.
I'm surprised the reunion didn't show the bit of him sort of dancing with the camera. That we don't normally see either.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I knew that, I knew you would probably like it a bit, Katie. I didn't know whether you would think it was sort of too long or whatever, but I hope you can at least kind of see why I like it. Survivor. Yeah.
I still have enjoyed this one so far more than the US one. But again, it moved a lot faster than the US one is.
Yeah.
It's
I guess.
ironic as well because it's way longer.
Yeah.
Somehow it blows my mind that there are more episodes of the Australian one, right? We watched more of what will be.
Oh yeah, we had.
the
Was
Australian
this
one.
week? I think there's about
This is week
24 or something. I think there's.
Yes. So that's
Well,
3
yeah,
8
there'd
to
be an
24.
episode
Yes.
for
7 or
everybody
8?
to leave at
No, it's
least, right?
8 weeks.
Oh, 8 weeks. Yeah, 8 by 3.
Yeah.
And we've had 7 of US, I think.
Yeah, and Max will have his 13. It's just like I honestly, like I said last time, Michael, I didn't think that I would be craving more of the one that there was already a lot of.
These are up until a couple of seasons ago. The US ones were shorter. You know, they fitted into a broadcast hour rather than being. Now they're kind of into a broadcast hour and a half, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Or
I'm glad.
for the most part, yeah. So they were actually shorter.
I'm fascinated by how different Americans and Australians play. They're just so. I find Americans are just they pussyfoot around doing anything.
It's not just cultural though. Like some of it is game design, like what they're incentivized to do. That's a whole other can of worms.
How they've seen previous seasons and stuff, whereas I think here as well, they're kind of like, just who cares what's happened in a previous season? Who cares how they've done it in a previous season? We'll make our own rules. If that makes not rules. Rules is alright.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Or sort of like the meta or yeah. David was definitely encouraging big moves the whole way.
Yes.
Yeah, he kept
Oh, we
mentioning
do
at Tribal.
at some point.
You probably want to have a big move if you're going to be in the final 3.
Yeah,
or
I
final
have a
2.
good story.
Yeah.
We
The
do
Australian
need to talk
one-
about David on the motorcycle at some point, please. Thank you.
I think
I didn't like that.
I think I was typing during some of it. I didn't sort of see it all. Didn't rate it.
It gave me
No.
the ick.
Ah,
It wasn't. He looked much better in
looked-
that bed. Recently waking up photo with his top off. Yeah, it's just like seriously. Did
It
Katie
was
see
the
that as
glasses,
well?
it was the helmet. Yeah, I've seen it. I just didn't comment on it.
I thought you were just going to think it was too kind of cheesy, but they sort of they play into the cheese. Oh, but that's more a US thing as well. They've had Jeff fly in on helicopters as if he has just flown in from, Southeast Asia or something the whole way through, into New York. Sort of, with the yeah. There's been some pretty funny
I'm
ones.
fine with the cheese.
And him in the back of the taxi, sort of, drive me to the studio, kind of. Yeah, they haven't done it as much anymore. But I think they're doing a reunion again for a live reunion for this season.
Well, here's hoping that the next episode of US Survivor they get rid of Coach, guys.
We know that's not happening, Ben, sadly. I just,
Damn it.
as much as I want it to happen, I don't feel like it will.
I kind of predict that you won't end up liking the US one as much, but that's also okay. The only thing is that there will be another season, a whole nother season of US before we get back to the Aussie
God,
one.
they really pump them
Yeah.
out, don't they?
Yeah, they're
I'll
two a
have to
year,
see how
whereas the
this one-
Australians.
Goes to let you know if I'll be back for that season. I'll be back
I'll
for
be back,
Survivor
Michael.
next year, so will Mum. I'm rewatching this episode tomorrow morning with Mum.
Oh,
I
my
can't
goodness.
Wait. Let us know
Well,
what your mum said.
Yeah.
It's going to be a bit long the second time. I guess the main part of
Yeah.
it wasn't that long.
No, I'll just crochet while we do it. It'll be fine.
Okay, but before we end, one more thing. Of the contestants that were on this, who do you hope that they'll bring back for a special?
Like for,
Well, sometimes they
For
just get them
another
back
season of
for another
Survivor.
season.
Yeah, for another season.
I kind of hope Keely.
Oh, she
I
would be a
think-
beast if she came back.
I would be extremely surprised if she's not back because she sort of said that she would be happy to or that she would want to. I think she's a sure thing. I think Asa would.
Rewatching her game, I hated her for no reason.
Oh, really? I think
Yeah,
it's because
she did
during
play-
that bit that we saw them, we didn't see any of her stuff with Faith.
I think
Like, in
faith
terms
was
of-
the main issue for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, same.
And I think, so yeah, seeing all the stuff Keely did, but I already had that thing of like, ugh, Faith and Keely kind of in my head the whole time. But yeah, she did do a great game.
I don't remember Keely saying that she wants to vote Caleb off because she wants his pants. I don't
Well, it gets
remember that
cold
at
out
all.
there.
Did she say that?
Yeah,
Yes.
she did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. Okay, I know I always said stone face Kiwi, but and she is a bit. Actually, Cameron was the one that talked about it. He's like, I'm terrified of Keely because she's got
Yes.
those eyes.
Killer eyes.
Yeah.
Was he also the one that said Mark had murder eyes, or was that someone else?
I think someone
Oh, I
else.
don't
I think it was
remember.
Ben actually.
Maybe, yeah.
But yeah,
I would like Aisha to come back, but I don't know that she will necessarily. Like, there's only only
Only
some
so much
people manage
room.
to get back. I wouldn't be at all surprised if Jackson came back because they love runners up. I mean, he's not
Yeah.
someone who I necessarily want to see back, but I think he probably will be.
I think he would change how he played.
Yeah, I think so
he
too.
would maybe not be as hard to watch at times.
I saw someone saying it as well. Like, they were saying, you got to remember he's like the youngest person on the cast. I didn't realize
is
he
he
was
really?
younger than Tez, but Sean looked
Yeah,
it up. It was
Tez looked
20,
incredibly
24, I think. It's pretty young. They're
Yeah,
dealing
it's
with a
younger
lot
than
out there.
Just a baby. Yeah.
Yes, give it a few years and he can soak it up. Talk about redemption.
maybe I'll be
It
over
would
Survivor
actually
by
be a
then,
redemption.
hopefully.
Well, you've been watching a lot of Survivor in a very short period of time, so I'm sure you'll have definitely had your fill by the US one. But, if in a few months' time you need any recommendations about, seasons to go back to, I'm here to let you know which ones. You just tell me which bits you liked the most. I'm sure I can point you towards a good one.
You consult the encyclopedia, yeah.
I could do some ideas off the top of my head straight away, but I'm glad you've liked it. It's been very fun to talk about it.
Yes.
I've enjoyed it a lot.
Enjoyed it.
Sean
Yep.
doesn't have to hear as much from me, just sort of go, finishing episode of going, oh, wow, that was amazing or whatever. So, all right. What about
I enjoyed
it?
Sean's commentary
Tell-
on Discord.
tell me
just
about
her,
it.
Yeah, so
just
have
her
I.
comments right at the end of the episode.
Yeah. How did Sean feel about the finale?
She's not feeling very well, so she's pretty tired and wiped out. She
You should
she
go and
wasn't-
shake her awake and say,
No,
Caleb
she's,
won."
she's,
She'd love
she's still
that.
awake, but she's pretty under the
Pulling
weather. So.
Eliza.
All right, I think we're done. We should let you go to bed.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank
Thanks
you
to
very
anybody
much.
who watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has been good.
Probably
and look
very
forward to
few,
more
but-
in the future.
Well, I enjoyed
Until
talking
next
about
time.
it.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.